Look, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with survival games and have even played them, but there's one game with a gothic-like pencil art style that deviates from the usual survival game formula. Survival games usually progress the same way. You start in the beginning with little tools or nothing at all, and start progressing by collecting basic materials while exploring your surroundings. Once you reach the entry-level equipment stage, you begin to progress more, getting advanced equipment that help you automate processes and become significantly stronger where you feel comfortable to deal with any situation. There are a select few survival games that have all the core concepts of one, and instead of rewarding you with comfort when you progress, they punish you for being comfortable. I think this small group of games is about maintaining the survival aspect. They want you to feel tension when gathering materials, they want you to be aware, which I think they deserve their own subgenre, tension-driven survival games. But how bad can Don't Starve really be anyways? Don't Starve is a game that is in this subgenre, and one of my favourite games that I have played quite a bit. In every survival game, your character has needs, and in this one, in Don't Starve, the three main ones are, in the top right corner, health, hunger, and sanity. Health is self-explanatory. A common concept in the majority of games, you take damage when you're hurt, no more health equals death. Hunger is important in this game. I mean, it's in the name of the game. The reason being food is very scarce, where many times you have to find a different food source as they're not available in the season. I'll explain seasons later. Sanity is the mental health of your character. Things you do in the game can increase and decrease your sanity, whether that is you eating raw monster meat or sleeping in a tent. But once the sanity goes lower and lower, you experience more side effects and eventually see shadow creatures where they start attacking you. This is only the surface level of the game. I haven't even got to the many resources and creatures you can encounter in this game, but before we get into that, I should explain the seasons in Don't Starve. So Don't Starve has a seasonal system where it cycles between autumn, winter, spring, and summer. Each season has different positives and negatives. Okay, I'm fucking lying, they're mostly negative. This game isn't your friend. And by far the worst are winter and summer. In winter, you are going to freeze to death. That is the main danger, besides the many other things you could die from. But the most important thing to do in this season is to be overly prepared by making clothes that can warm you up, or a thermal stone to keep you warm, or you could just start a forest fire. Winter will prevent you from travelling as frequently as you would in autumn. You just have to thug it out. Summer is just the opposite of winter. You are constantly battling to make sure you don't overheat. There are items and clothes that can keep you cool, yada yada. There's also endothermic fire too, which is literally the opposite of a normal fire. But you can't forget the variety of mobs you encounter in this game. And when you first play the game, I'm not going to spoil all the mobs for you, but it is such a humbling experience trying to interact with them, see if they're friendly or not. There are ones that obviously get angry with you, the ones that will throw hands when you attack them, and the passive ones. And you may be saying, how do I kill them? And I will be saying, no, you gotta run away. I'm kidding, but they aren't easy to kill, especially when you're new to the game. The main mechanic in the combat is to kite them. This means you have to learn the attack animations of the mobs and time your attacks with them. It sort of becomes like a rhythm game. You may feel confident though, with all this knowledge I've just given you, and you have every right to. You know the main dangers of this game, and in every other survival game, you would feel comfortable too. I mean, I've got uncomfortable in this game too. Snuggled up in my tent, sleeping at night, but every moment you spend doing nothing, it can catch up to you. There's a need to plan ahead, whether that you need more food the next day, or you need to gear up with winter clothes for the cold nights. If your focus ever slips up for one moment, for example, you leave your base without food, you didn't realize that the hounds were coming, and you don't have enough resources to make a torch at night, it can end your character. The overconfidence from every little success you have, killing a strong enemy, or crafting something you've been working towards, always just builds up that confidence, and the more confident you become, the more careless you are. This links back to what I said at the beginning of the video. that this subgenre of attention-driven survival game is different to the regular survival games you see. The regular survival games are about progression. You start weak, you become powerful, and you eventually overcome the world. These tension-driven games like Don't Starve do not follow that formula. The goal isn't to escape survival, it's to maintain it. Project Zomboid is another great example. I'll be honest though, I haven't exactly played it, but I do know a bit about it. Anyways, you usually have a character who survives for months, and they don't usually die because they have nothing. They die because they get comfortable. They make one careless decision, they open one door without checking, and they take one unnecessary risk. And after hours of preparation, this could be applied to many other games too, and they all share different environments, but they share the exact same principle. At first, I get why you think this can be strange. People like games that can give you that time to relax, whether it's through an activity that isn't significant to the plot, or the game lets you sit and take in the environment. This is especially prevalent in the cozy genre of games that have been popping up a lot recently. I'm not trying to make it seem like I don't like cozy games or anything like that. They're nice to wind down with, especially after a grueling day of work. But the constant pressure creates something many games lose: meaningful decisions. All games don't really need meaningful decisions though, especially in a game where that is not even the focus. But in a survival game, the survival part can become automatic, like your choices stop mattering at a certain point. But in a tension-driven survival game, all the choices matter. Do you need to explore for more resources? Is it food and crafting materials you need? These mundane questions you may ask yourself in Minecraft may feel like a regular shopping list. But if you ask these same questions in a zombie apocalypse or Don't Starve, it isn't a walk in the park. These games work because it never lets you completely switch off. Whether games make the player feel comfortable or do the opposite, it doesn't really matter. What it does matter is the intention behind it. Don't Starve punishes comfort not because it wants you to suffer. Don't Starve punishes comfort because comfort is the moment you stop paying attention. And the team at Clear Entertainment knew that. And they want you to keep an eye on everything that can happen.